Well, even in terms of, one can say, allocation of where covenant can occur in human consciousness. Okay, so it can definitely has to do with the way we see, with the way we speak, with the way we feel, and with the way we join to other things, or copulate, if you like. Copulate in terms of whether it's permanent or just, so it's actually set, not one covenant, or let's say one aspect of covenant, but you have covenant of the eyes, covenant of the mouth, covenant of the heart, and covenant of what is called Maor, meaning covenant that is the purpose of it all, which is to do with reforming Zimzum Alef. So, which is called in Hebrew Brit Hamaor. Okay, so and then you have, of course, all of it is under the cover of the thought. So we speak about a fullness of the aspect of human or Adam that that comes under the covenant, or under the plan, under the design and will of the Creator. Okay, so therefore it's the fact that there is only one aspect that is being talked about suggests that the distance between that and the truth, because it's always partial truth is worse than lie, because it's more it's misleading, at least when it's a lie, so you continue to search, or you continue to sort of be able to get a fuller it's not even picture, it's a fuller full view of reality, of the reality of our existence in relation to the Creator. So you can say that it's to do with what we call chubtum, meaning chokhmah, bina, tiferet, and malchut. Okay, the four aspects which create the quintessence, of Keter, or quintessence of what actually embraces all. Yeah. So you can say that covenant a covenant is not only an agreement. It has to do with a promise. It has to do with that aspect of the Creator, which is promised, because he, she, and all its expression do not change from their nature, and it is being given to humanity, or to this, one can say, tselem. Partially it can be it's to do with all humanity, but it was decided from the need of creation, that it will work through part of humanity in order to allow it to sort of permeate to all humanity. But it's not only to do with what orthodoxy is pointing out to be a covenant, okay, or Brit. So it has to take on the speech, which is one of the everything that actually has fallen, and they are part of the definition of the way we were created. Okay, so to see in terms of with which gaze or with which ability we actually look to the world and everything that is in it. Because for us, everything that is outside of ourselves is God. So the covenant is with everything that is presented to us to be outside of ourselves. So covenant is the promise that it will be in us. Yes. This is, you see, or what was the covenant was that something was promising us the land of Israel. Okay, land of Israel is the will to work in a certain way, in a certain quality, directly to the quality of grace of God, or the quality of grace of the Creator. Okay, so but at the world to come, Eretz Israel will be the whole world. So there is a covenant with all humanity, but it's through the test tube that is called Israel. Okay, in many aspects of the that consists the life. Okay, so it's this is what, to start to think about what it means covenant, and this is what I would suggest as a base, yeah, and not to go to the detail of the specific, which in a way it's Torah of exile. It's not Torah of Eretz Israel. Okay, so to think about the covenant is to start to think that way, and then to build it, and then to see how it percolates. How it percolates into us, and then what it dictates, and what kind of thought and behavior and action it dictates. Okay, but not from the actions, from the appreciation of the covenant.
I don't fully get it, and to be honest, but thank you, because anyway, a little bit.
No, I just pointed out that we need to understand covenant to reform the meaning, okay, yeah. The meaning of covenant, and what I'm saying, that covenant is much deeper and more encompassing than to sort of reduce it into circumcision, or how do I treat my sexual life or my family life. Okay, it's more than that. Yeah, we need to understand as well the first we need to understand sexuality and copulation. We need to understand what it means that way, how in that way we connect or commune with the world. Yeah, it's a different desire. It does not lie solely in sexuality. It lies in many areas in our life, even in our curiosity. Our curiosity is the sex of the mind, how to copulate with something. So it needs to have a covenant as well. You understand that? And that is more in a priority than how do I act in my actions. It's the whole formation of my being. It's to do with covenant.
Yeah.
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 Okay. This is where I wanted to point you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now this is what I feel. That's why I'm struggling with it. I don't.
Yes, I know there
The
is
part
an
that I'm struggling
obsession.
with
It becomes an obsession. I know. It becomes an obsession. The way because there is a lot of fear, and the fear is from actually feeling that we missed the point. We become obsessive and indoctrinated and dogmatic when we fear that we lost the essence. This is the history of religions upon this planet, and it did not escape Israel.